Welcome to The Better Half, a show that features the better halves of the Green Bay Packers. And today we even have one of those Packer players cooking for us. More on that in just a sec. But let me introduce you to the wives joining us today. Heaven Daniels, wife of defensive end Mike Daniels, is here. Casey Taylor, wife of guard Lane Taylor. And new to the show, here for the first time, Katie Blasco, wife of assistant offensive line coach Jeff Blasco. Welcome to the show. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Oh, also, we mentioned Lane Taylor. He's the one who's here. He's in the kitchen, and this guy can cook. He's making his famous smoked ribs, and apparently he whips up a mean old-fashioned, too. So he's working on the ribs. He's going to show us how he put it all together coming up later on The Better Half. So, you pretty good?
Oh, I'm so excited.
This one's jealous.
I'm pretty excited. Well, I mean, jealous that he cooks and Mike doesn't, but I go to their house or the birthday parties for Lane's cooking, so I'm excited that he's
Did you know that?
Oh, yeah, she always talks about it. It is awesome. I love it when I don't have to cook a weeknight meal.
So did he participate in Thanksgiving cooking at all?
Yeah, he smoked the whole turkey.
Really? How was it?
It was awesome.
Yeah?
Awesome. Yep, we didn't have to worry about it at all. He took over, and it was so nice. You just have to do the sides and the pies. So.
What are your favorite sides?
Oh man, cornbread casserole.
I love that.
That sounds good.
Yes, green bean casserole. Pies, I guess. His favorite's pumpkin or sweet potato pie.
Did you have people over?
No.
Just you?
Yeah, it was just us this year. It was super nice. Super nice. I loved it.
Stress-free.
Yes, I didn't have to cook more than, just for us. It was nice.
And how many kids do you have now?
I have 3.
3 kids.
Yes, we have 3. A little tribe.
Oh, look we actually have a picture. Tell us the names. Tell us who's who.
Briley's the oldest, and
She's a baby when we started.
I know, isn't it crazy? Charlie's in the middle, and then Luke is on the other side.
You have an
2.
adorable tribe.
Thank you. I just got those pants.
They're so cute. I love
adorable.
those. We need to get those from early.
Oh, yeah.
So the Cobbs weren't at your house, but since we're sharing Thanksgiving pictures, there they are with baby Caspian.
He's so cute.
All the babies.
I know. They're
The Martinez family. Yes. Also on Thanksgiving, we're going to see some video of them coming up in just a bit.
Kinsley.
Oh, and that's Kinsley. A close-up picture.
Kin. This is my brother and his wife, Stephanie, James Stephanie, and my niece, Etta. She's such a joy. She just turned 1, and she came to hang out with our girls, and it was interesting, to say the least. A lot of fighting. But
I thought that was Heaven's food, but it's not, Katie. That's from your Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Tell us about your Thanksgiving.
We had my in-laws in town, which was so much fun. We had just celebrated Tommy's first birthday the weekend before. So it was just us at the house, and it was nice. It was my first Thanksgiving, actually, without my mom helping me.
And how do you feel you did?
I was very impressed with myself, but I was kind of a nervous wreck during the day. There was champagne involved, so
It helps keep the mood,
going,
right?
Yes, but everything turned out great.
Oh, good for you. Did you have to make any calls to anybody?
Oh, yes, I called my mom at least 8 times. Did you really? I did. I sure did, on speaker.
But you did it.
I did it, and it was great. It was really good. We had fun.
Yeah. I enjoyed your Instagram posts of your family singing. Is that just
we sing?
typical?
We all sing. We're a musical family, and my brother had set up my studio for me while he was here visiting, and he's working on these beats, and we're like, oh, we should do a freestyle. And first we freestyled about food, and then we freestyled about my one brother who didn't make it. We got everyone there but one sibling, so we thought we'd send him a little message, and it was
And your mom got in on that?
Oh, she's totally all about it. Yeah, she probably had the best verse out of all of us.
So you're feeling a little, though, overwhelmed by Thanksgiving, right?
It's just now I have to decompress. Like, we had 24 people at our house,
and it was fun.
It was amazing. I mean, we played games, we ate good, we laughed a whole lot, but like coming down, my house is still a wreck. I'm really tired, and I'm gonna get ready for like Christmas. So it just needs to get it together for the next holiday.
Food was good though, and
of course,
yeah, it looked good. It looked good.
Yeah.
But so interesting. Like you just had your immediate family.
Yeah.
And we step up to you're having
Yep, just
the in-laws over. And then
we do every
and then there's the Daniels Thanksgiving.
Our big party is this weekend. We have a bunch of people coming in town for the
cool.
game. So,
The Packers and their families like to give back during the holidays, and Blake and Christy Martinez did just that. Just the week before, they teamed up with Ashley Home Store to give out free meals to those in need during Thanksgiving. The couple helped pack the meals, and then there's Christy handing them out in person at the new community shelter in Green Bay. And I mean, that's important to all of you, isn't it, to be part of the community?
it is, yes.
Yeah.
For
Absolutely.
sure.
Absolutely.
And not just at holiday times. I mean, this is such a great thing because people look forward to that. This is like when everyone gives, but I think because we are here and we have such an impact and everyone loves the Packers, it's like we always have opportunities to step in and give a need or fulfill a need.
Yeah, do what you can. That's important.
Absolutely.
Well, you mentioned a little bit about your family, but let's get to know Katie a little bit. Tell us about you.
I'm originally from the Kansas City area, and my husband is from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We have been here, this is our 3rd season, and we absolutely love it in Green Bay.
How did you meet?
We met when he was coaching at the University of Kansas. It was my senior year of college. So we met right before I graduated and then started dating afterwards.
Well, at least it was your senior year.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're still together, so it's
And we're
fine.
still together.
And who are the other little two in there?
We have our son Tommy. He just turned 1 a couple weeks ago, and I can't believe it. And then we have our dog Gracie, and she's 5. So yeah, there's Tommy at Lambeau.
Is that family night?
No, that was one of the first games, I think.
He's awesome. I think it's
He's
amazing that Tommy
adorable.
sits at the games and he does.
Oh,
so
there's
good.
Halloween. He was a skunk.
Little stinker.
Little stinker. Yes.
That year goes by so fast, doesn't it?
It did. I'm like, my pregnancy did not go by this fast, but here I am, like, celebrating my baby's first birthday. So, but he's so much fun. He's walking and babbling and getting into everything. So it's been a lot of fun.
I think one thing that's interesting for our viewers too is when you guys talk about some serious stuff, we like to talk about family and what we do in the community. But we thought, just given the nature of the world today, you guys are, when you're at Lambeau Field or you're at other big stadiums, you're traveling a lot, going through airports. Do you ever worry about your security?
To be completely honest, for a while I did, and I don't like to live in fear, but I remember there's a point in time where I was like kind of nervous just to go to the movie theater, or we like to go to WrestleMania, like other big events, and I always have this question in my mind, like, is this going to be a day that something happens? So I think it's important to have that obviously established and in place, but I'd be lying if I say that it never crosses my mind.
Does it change when your kids are involved?
Oh, 10 times more. Yeah, it's worse. Absolutely. And I think that's important because we want to provide safety for them to whatever capacity that we can. But when it's out of your hand, it's like, what do you do?
Right.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's absolutely more important when you have kids involved, for sure. Even taking them to the games, I just want to be sure that, everyone's accounted for and no one's going to run away because you never know what's going to happen. And
that's just normal mom stuff too, right?
Have you ever had a scare at a game that, like, you just, anything?
Yes.
Like, I have people come up to me asking to hold my baby. This was recently. She, followed me. She came to my suite. Everything was like, oh my gosh. So you just have to be, and it wasn't harmful. It wasn't intent to be harmful, but, you just.
It's just a little scary.
Yeah, it just makes you.
Because you're in the public eye too.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, even in grocery shopping or regular shopping, I had a lady take my child out of the cart once and just to hold him, and I'm like, oh, okay, can you just put him back?
I would have freaked out.
Yeah, it was a little
She
scary.
didn't ask?
No, she didn't, but
She just wanted to hold your baby.
It's cute, but it would have been cute a long time ago, but now with the way the world is, it's just
You
it's
can't
not
be
cute.
too careful.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you, Katie?
I think just I've noticed I'm more aware of my surroundings. Like, we have flown back and forth to Kansas City several times over the last few months, and I just find myself being way more aware of things. I mean, and thankfully Green Bay is such a wonderful community, and I feel safe here, but especially once you have a baby, you're more aware of everything, of your surroundings, of what you have to do to get there. But I mean, I feel safe at the stadium. Tommy's been to a few games, but I mean, he's on me. I carry him in the ergo. I don't have like little ones walking and running around like you guys do. So I'm sure once we get to that point, again, I'll look at things differently.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, you can't drive yourself too crazy about it, but
Exactly.
just keep an eye on them.
I'm gonna put Casey on the spot too, but you don't like it when they take your things away from you.
No, I don't.
I want to take my big diaper bag in there, and I want.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's so hard with the bags.
To
I mean,
carry
like
something
12
like
inches.
that.
I have 3 kids, and like 12 inches worth of, area to stuff diapers and wipes and bottles.
I have
and
one and my bag was
snacks and-
overflowing.
I mean, yeah, so usually I take a bag, my mom takes a bag, I make my dad take a bag, and then
So you
we're
have
covered.
enough
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
get everything
Mom
in.
issues.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
All right, who's hungry?
Me.
Okay.
Me.
Up next, we're heading into the kitchen for some tips from the pro. It's Lane Taylor. He'll show us how he makes the perfect ribs. You're watching The Better Half, and we'll be right back. We are in the kitchen with Lane Taylor, Green Bay Packer, and BBQ King?
Pitmaster.
Yeah, Pitmaster.
Pitmaster.
Soon to be legend.
The wife knows. He's the Pitmaster.
He does lingo.
Yeah. Okay, so tell us a little bit about your history with barbecue.
Kind of always done it, been around it. My dad, he had us in competitions when I was like 5 years old.
Get out.
Yeah, my brother, he was 10 at the time, so we just did, we would cook on this little tiny Weber grill, and everyone kind of get a ribbon for doing it, and just something I've kind of always done.
So you really know what you're doing. I mean, you have a history of this.
I have
You've
a
been
history.
training your whole life.
Kind of, sort of. I did it when I was young. I've always helped my dad, but really just as of late, I cooked some barbecue about a year ago, and Casey was like, "You really should start cooking more." And then she just
Taking it seriously
just
now.
fuel to the fire, and I've just been all the way since then.
Life knows best.
I was asking Casey about it, and she said, well, he's on Instagram.
He is.
With your barbecue.
Yep.
And I found those pictures, so that's
Hashtag.
amazing.
I do like to have fun with it, so it's something fun to do, and I get to eat good too at the same time.
Yeah, so search Taylor Q.
Yep, hashtag Taylor Q.
Yep.
Yeah, and then there it is.
Yep.
You can follow along on your barbecue. So what are you making for us now?
Making some ribs. I'm kind of making them how I always do.
Okay.
Just when I'm cooking for the fam. Just a few pointers. When you're starting, you get a slab of ribs. Some people just like to just season them, throw them in the grill, but you're putting a bad product out there. Like if you see it on this big side, they're real fatty. I mean, if you just imagine eating that, that's kind of disgusting.
Okay.
So what I like to do is like take this first rib out of it and just go ahead and take it out.
Oh, really?
So instead of eating a mouthful of fat,
That one's
take
out.
that out.
Take it out.
Then the other side, it's so thin, so I just like to take a few ribs out. Just count a few. It's not science. Just take it out.
And when you take them out, do you save them for something else, or do you literally get rid of it?
You can. I don't like to. It's just
Okay.
extra work. So.
I guess you could throw it in there for the dogs or something.
Yeah. If you, they
Cook it
would
for
be
the
pretty good for the dogs. But yeah, then I just trim them up, take about as much as fat as I can off. Just kind of, some of it will render down, so you don't have to worry about taking everything off. But I like to take the majority of it off, just so you're getting something good to eat. You're not just eating a fatty rib.
Now, you mentioned you get ribbons when you were little, helping your dad out. Do you think about doing competitions at all?
Yes, I definitely have. Last year, I was really close to just buying a food truck and like doing it. I was on OfferUp, and a food truck came across there for like $1,200. Almost bought it, but I resist the urge.
And what did
Casey?
Casey say?
Yes, I'm excited for that.
I was-
Really? Yes.
I was ready. I was going to get a storage unit and everything, but football.
I'm all for it.
Do football.
Football
Let's
got in
do
the way.
football first.
Yeah,
Food truck
we'll
later.
do football first, and then we'll work on the food truck stuff.
It'll be your side job.
And then
So after you trim it up,
if you trim it up, get some fat. I take it lower than this a little bit, just kind of clean that up.
Okay.
Big fatty
we get
areas.
the idea.
You get the. Then I like to take the membrane off. Some people like to, some people don't. But I think you can get that seasoning there on the backside of it. So just peel it up a little bit. Get you a napkin is kind of the key to pulling it off.
So it doesn't slip out of your hand?
Yeah, because it's so
Oh, look at that.
slippery. And then
I've never even seen that done.
bang,
Ever.
Here,
bang.
garbage is right below you.
Oh, thank you. All right. Then, if you follow me on Instagram, you would know my go-to is definitely meat church.
Shameless plug.
Definitely meat church. Holy Gospel is what we're going with today.
Meat church.
Yeah, he has some good stuff. It's kind of like our salt and pepper at our house now. We kind of use it. We
everything.
actually used it on chicken last night. It's kind of his new one. But yeah, give the whole slab.
Be generous.
Be generous. Don't be scared. It's not going to hurt. Be generous. Give it a good cover, and get it all. Really, cover it all. It's not rocket science, but
And this one seasoning is like that good.
it's good
You know how
stuff.
like usually people have like salt, pepper, and all these things. It's like one, so
It's all in
it's gotta
one,
be
yeah.
good.
It is
Yeah.
good. It definitely is
I gotta
good.
try it.
And then just when you get it here, just let it sit for 10, 20 minutes. Put it on the grill, 225, 3 hours. I like to wrap mine so people don't. But 3 to 5 hours, you'll be good.
Okay. And then after that,
After that, you can sauce them. It's really your preference, but I like to sauce mine. I have some-
after they're done cooking, then you sauce
yeah,
it.
after they're done, sauce them.
Here, we can slide that over here.
We'll set it right over here.
Ooh, that looks good.
That's the before.
This
Have my
guy.
lovely assistant will pass this.
Can't mess that up.
Now this, when did you put the sauce on these?
I did it when we got here. I actually cooked these, last night. Put them on the smoker 3 hours. Wrapped them for another hour, and then kind of finished them off here.
Okay.
We set the sauce here.
And what'd you do?
We set the sauce.
Set the sauce.
Yes, a little barbecue lingo. Okay.
Can we try them?
Yeah, we can definitely try them.
They look delicious.
Another look.
And not fatty at all. I mean, I noticed that
I mean, if you look
now
at
that
it-
I'm looking at it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
compared to.
but I'd rather be eating it. So
yeah,
chop,
there
chop.
we go. Yes, ma'am. We'll get on it.
But they do. They look really good. And so, what about the kids? Are they into
Well,
your barbecue yet?
Oh yeah, they are. They help him
too.
season. They help him cook.
they do actually help me a lot.
Riley loves to put on an apron and help her daddy in the kitchen.
Thank you.
It's so cute.
I guess we have a few pictures of your family too.
It's like how do you like eat barbecue and not be messy?
I'm
right?
going to just go right
It's
in.
Yeah, dive right in, dive
possible.
right in.
Oh, there we are.
Good.
There's our fall
Tell us about
family
that one.
pictures. Fall family photos. Right before the first snow, actually, so we got it out of the way and got lucky.
Good timing.
Thankfully, yeah. The lighting was awesome.
No, it's adorable, and these are delicious.
They passed? They're good?
So tender, and that seasoning is pretty good.
There we go.
All right, Lane, what are you making for us next time?
Might have to make a brisket.
Oh, you're going to make your old fashions coming up, right?
Yeah.
That too.
I guess he's coming back on the show to do brisket, though. All right. Coming up next, some wives of the players and coaches are making sure local children have something to read this holiday season. We'll sit down with them to find out why this topic hits so close to home. And again, Lane's not going anywhere. He'll be making old fashions coming up on The Better Half. So good.
Real cheese people are ham and Swiss people. Some love open-faced, others as big as your face. They're hot and cold, big and bold, thick and ultra-thin. But they would never make a sandwich with pasteurized processed cheese food. It's only required to contain 51% real cheese. Sargento slices are 100% real, natural cheese. They let sandwich lovers fly their Munster, cheddar, and Gouda flags high.
Sargento natural cheese slices. We're real cheese people.
I bet you wonder what you're gonna see today.
I bet you wonder who you get to be today.
'Cause every time you go in, you start again.
Thank you for supporting our mission.
You always amaze me.
Welcome back to The Better Half. The Packers families and organization give back to the community in a lot of different ways. And one of those is through the campaign that's been a favorite among the wives, and that's the Brown County Give a Kid a Book campaign. Diane Philbin is here. She's the wife of Packers offensive coordinator Joe Philbin. And Molly Seneschal is here from the Brown County Library. She's a children's librarian, and we're talking about the Give a Kid a Book campaign. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Welcome, welcome. We all have kids, and we love to read to our kids, so we're going to give you our favorites, or our kids' favorites, in just a bit. But Diane, let me ask you about, you're back with the Packers. You and your husband are back here in Green Bay. Why did you want to be part of this effort?
I wanted to be part of the effort of Give a Kid a Book campaign because we have a large family ourselves, and we always valued reading to them and putting education in our children's hands and making them believe that they could do anything they want. And by reading a book, you just go out in the world and you believe that you can do anything that you want. And it seems like such a small tool, but it's a large tool.
It really is. And you're nodding your head, Molly. That's your motto, isn't it?
Yes, I was going to piggyback off that because people read every day without even realizing it. These days it seems to be a lot of texts, emails, social media, Facebook messages, etc., but also recipes, directions to get somewhere. So it goes beyond the
That's a good point. I mean, we used to talk to our friends, but now we have to read. We're reading all the time.
Yes.
The texts and the messages. And how does the Give a Kid a Book campaign work?
Sure. We collect new unwrapped books that are distributed to families in need. They apply through the Salvation Army, and Give a Kid a Book is part of a larger shopping experience. So the parents can pick out toys for their children, a coat from Coats for Kids, a food basket, and other items so they can give their kids Christmas.
Now, I don't know how long it's been going on, but I remember back in the day when Brett Favre was the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, his wife Deanna was the spokesperson, and now there's a whole tribe of you.
There is a whole tribe, and I think it's the 30th anniversary of this campaign.
Fantastic. 30 years.
Yeah.
There's Molly Crosby, she's one of them, Ida Cobb, a lot of ladies
Natalie
getting...
Montgomery, Jessica McCarthy.
A lot of ladies getting together to help in that, and that must be a good feeling too, because as an organization you all work together too, right?
Yeah, the Packers is an organization that's really unique in the NFL. It really values family within the organization, and then that extends to within the community. And from an employee or family of an employee, they just make you feel so welcome and important. So when you add things that reach out to families, it's just an important thing that the Packers have instilled in us too.
So Molly, what can we do to give back?
Well, we're collecting new unwrapped books for infants through teenagers. They just have to be unmarked in case they're supposed to be given out as gifts, but we'll take anything. We need board books, beginning readers. Graphic novels are very popular this year. We also need them in Spanish because we do have Spanish-speaking families who come through and need them.
Very important.
There are a lot of picture books that are published in English and Spanish, so they're great for people.
That's a great idea, and they
Spanish
can
as
drop them off at the library.
Yes, any Brown County library location. I believe Nicolay National Bank is a drop-off site, and if you are interested in having a collection box for your own organization, school, business, just stop in at a library, ask for one, and we'll be glad to give one to you.
Perfect. All right, we're almost out of time, but I want pick one of your books, one of your kids' favorite books.
I'll just say, for my babies, we like anything that's interactive, and since they're
they can touch it and point to it.
Yeah. So where were your boat?
Very good. What about
I
you?
went with the same type of theme. I like picture books. I like big words. I feel like books that just make you know that your children are loved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. And Casey, what about you?
A Santa's sleigh is on its way to Wisconsin. We're not from here, so I think it's adorable to teach my kids all about what's in Wisconsin and where they were born.
Actually, on the table right now is Caps for Sale. Zoe would have picked that book, but she couldn't find it in her collection yesterday. So that's one of our favorites. But all great ideas here. Just go pick out a book and donate it and make a difference in someone's life. Ladies, thank you so much for being here. Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays.
Up next, Katie is giving us a lesson in making homemade holiday cards. She'll tell us all about her unique business coming up on The Better Half. Welcome back to The Better Half. Earlier in the show, we met Katie and learned about her family, but we didn't talk about your business, which is it new for you?
It's relatively new. I've started, putting more work into it. You put the effort in, it flourishes a little bit more. So I've really been focusing on that a little bit more this year.
And it's called Magnolia
Magnolia Paper.
And look at what she does. It's beautiful.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I do wedding invitations, save the dates, place cards, little fun notepads, and then my hand lettering pieces. I do the coasters, kind of what's over there, cookbook stands, pretty much anything.
Anything you can put words on, right?
Yeah, I can letter.
This is your family right there.
That's us.
And then over here we have the Thorns.
Yes.
Courtney's been on there. She's in the beginning of the show doing squats with you,
Isla.
holding Isla.
Yes.
And then you have a wedding photo down there being used as a Christmas card.
Yes, this is Bree and Jason Spriggs' Christmas card. It's a photo from their wedding.
Bree was on an episode a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. It's beautiful stuff. What got you starting with this?
Well, we first moved to Philadelphia right after we got married, 5 days after we got married. And when I got there, I did not know anyone besides my husband. I didn't have a job. I didn't have friends.
You were lonely?
I was lonely.
You needed something to do.
So I hopped on Pinterest like any girl and decided I'm going to teach myself calligraphy and lettering. And I was terrible. But just a lot of practice, and there's a ton of resources out there, and most calligraphers are happy to share resources and advice with you. So practice makes perfect. I guilt tripped all my closest friends, let me do the place cards for your wedding. And so
I bet they're thrilled with that.
They were. They're, good friends. And it just kind of grew from there. And I decided I wanted to venture into wedding invitations. And this past year, I've really focused on marketing myself some more. And
you have a beautiful website.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's been a lot of fun. And, working with friends especially, I've had the opportunity to work with, Christy Martinez. I'm doing their invitations. And when you get to work with friends, it makes your job so much more fun.
Absolutely.
And the holiday cards, it's fun to see what pictures everyone's been choosing and, kind of what way they want their designs
I love these. They're beautiful.
Yes, the place cards. That was for a styled shoot. And it's more of a beach coastal type theme.
That would be pretty.
They turned out really neat.
I'm big in the notepads. I'm such a notepad, write a note, to-do list, whatever person. So Girl Boss is jumping out at me something I would totally get. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
Obviously, I'll be getting those from you.
Well, lucky us. We get to learn how to do it too.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So we've got our pens.
You got your markers.
And Katie already printed out what she has done. So this is your calligraphy.
Yeah, so this is done on the iPad in the Procreate app, and I can letter it, and that's how these Christmas cards have lettering on them. That's all I've done, and I've digitized it.
Okay, cool. I hope you don't have high hopes for me in heaven.
Right? I think you guys are going to do better than you think.
I told you, I'm a professional with a Sharpie. Me and my kids, but
you're going to do great.
This is different.
So the trick is, these are brush pens. So the trick is you're going to have thick downstrokes.
Okay.
And then you're going to do thin upstrokes.
All in it. Can we?
Wait.
Down.
Perfect. Yep.
Thin.
Yep.
Down.
So it's you turn the marker a little bit, right?
Yep. And the trick is to pick your pen up after every letter, because it makes it easier so your wrist doesn't get so tired.
Okay, I was getting nervous that I was starting to shake.
No, you're doing great. You're doing so great. And if you just think of the letters more as each individual, a piece of art as opposed to letters, you'll think about it differently instead of just, because your hand kind of goes into old habits. This is just your handwriting.
Right, yeah.
So if you just go slower, think 1, 2, each stroke.
Okay, this loopy loop is getting me.
So you break it up just after each letter, okay.
Yep. And that's really hard to learn. That took me a while. I have to pick up after each letter.
Let's watch you do it. So pretty. See, I'm trying to follow along.
So fluid. I'm
and she's like, no, I'm going to freestyle.
Well, it took me a long time, you guys. I started this. We will have been married 4 years in May. So I have been working on this for a while.
Well, your stuff is beautiful. Your website is?
It's magnoliapaperco.com. And then I also have my Instagram handle is the same, and Facebook is also the
So
same.
be sure to follow Katie.
Yeah,
Katie, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. You guys did great.
I feel like I need to go practice. Like
You can take your sheets home and keep practicing.
But I'm feeling like I need a cocktail, so I'm moving over into the kitchen for an old-fashioned with my good friend,
Welcome.
Lane Taylor. I told you. You didn't know you were going to get an intro like that. Casey, does he also make you cocktails at the end of the day?
He is. He's perfect. He cooks and he makes me drinks while I sit on the couch with my feet up.
So were you drinking old fashions before you moved to Wisconsin?
Actually, it did not. They do not know how to make one in the South.
No, they don't.
Wisconsin introduced me, and I love them now.
All right, so you make your own.
Yes, I do.
All right, show us how.
Okay. Using that.
Do you remember where you had your first one?
Oh, no.
No?
No.
But it was here in
it
Wisconsin.
Tavern in the Sky, I want to say? I think he was with, we were out to eat. And because I used to get them and then, yeah.
Okay.
So just start with the orange. You can get them at your local grocery store.
The
anywhere.
oranges?
Yep.
Okay. Or you can fly to Florida.
Or Florida, either or. Just put them in there.
I like how detailed you are with your recipes.
I am. Yeah, these are organic oranges here.
Okay,
and then, cherries.
What kind of cherries are they?
Oh, these are
maraschino.
Yep.
Maraschino.
I'm testing them.
I flew these in from these world-renowned right here.
Okay.
Cherries right there. And then I don't have a muddler, so this will work as well. So just smash these up. All
But
together.
if you had one.
If you had one, if you're a professional, I'm not a professional yet.
Okay.
I'm working
Just
on
use
it. I'm
anything
working on
to
barbecue
squish 'em.
things, so
Break it down a little bit.
Just get all the juice out of there. Just squish them.
Nice.
Then we'll add a sugar cube to both of them.
See, you can bring the old fashioned back home with you now.
Yes, I will.
You got the barbecue and the food truck.
Yes.
You're going to need a liquor license, though.
I'll have to work on it. I'll have to work on it for sure. Then we'll hit it with a little bitters there.
Excellent. And do you like the old fashioned?
I do. I love them.
Okay. Is that why you learned to make them?
I don't know actually.
How it started?
Yeah, my dad actually got them before I did, and then I think it just trickled down, and now we make them at home.
That's what happens. You have one too many old fashions, and you forget where you learned them.
They're so good. Thank you, Wisconsin, for introducing the Taylor family to an old fashioned.
Finish with ice, and then can you pass your Knob Creek over here?
Is this the what you like to use?
We like Knob Creek a lot.
Yes.
And the best part about this recipe is, depending on what kind of day you had, is how much
one shot
whiskey you can put in there. Yes.
2 shots. It smells so good after you muddled everything. It smells so good with that orange and the cherry.
Then you just this is the secret right here. You gotta add a little extra.
A little more dash.
Okay.
Bam.
Yep,
there you
that
go.
one's mine.
Sprite.
Okay, you can have a little more. Finish off with a little Sprite. I think the squirt actually makes it the sour old fashioned, and the Sprite makes it the sweet.
I love it.
Stir it up.
And voila. We actually have 2 extras. Heaven, Katie, want to join us?
Depending on your day.
You can get the strong one here.
Yeah, then the secret
You're having
was
the
to
strong
add some
one,
more, so I'll
Katie.
take that one. Thank you.
Oh, I guess well, you can have it.
You can take it.
All right.
You're the
so
guest.
Cheers, everybody. Let's give it a try.
Cheers, ladies.
Cheers. Cheers.
Super good.
So, do you do any do you have the guys over and do any cooking for them?
I know, it's so good.
Yeah, I've been cooking more and more now that I'm actually getting pretty decent at it. I'm starting to cook a little more for everyone and kind of get together and have some barbecue.
Yeah, and then mix them up in old fashioned.
Yeah, or 2.
Or 2. Not before a game, though.
No,
never.
No, just yep. Yep.
Wouldn't be good for anyone.
Well, thank you so much. What other? Do you have any other favorite cocktails, or has this one taken over?
This one's kind of taken over.
Yeah?
For sure, it's definitely my go-to.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Pretty. You're
I think
a
you
lucky
can go with
woman.
anything too.
I know.
Like, yep.
Yeah,
right.
he does make a good old fashioned. We use margaritas at home too. We make margarita, blackberry margarita.
Ooh, that sounds good. A
Really
blackberry
good.
margarita. All right, what do you think? Good stuff?
It's delicious.
Oh,
I
mule.
love it.
Oh, Moscow Mule, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
like
you can't
that
go wrong
too.
with that.
So
No.
basically,
All right.
anytime we need food or drinks, we can just go
Head over to the Taylors.
Table wide open.
Settled.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
tomorrow.
Well, we're going to sober up in the next 2.5 minutes, and there will be more Better Half when we return.
Real cheese people are ham and Swiss people. They're hot and cold, big and bold, but they would never make a sandwich with pasteurized processed cheese food. Sargento slices are 100% real natural cheese.
Sargento. We're real cheese people.
It's that time of year again.
Time to get your Medicare coverage.
We know a lot about Medicare.
We're Network Health.
Call or go online now to learn about our Medicare Advantage PPO plans. Plans start as low as $0 a month, including medical and drug coverage, with doctor visits as low as $10, $0 labs, and $0 generic drugs. Plus, you'll have access to a personal concierge customer service team.
We're here to help. We've been helping members for over 30 years.
Right here in Wisconsin.
You'll also get benefits like vision and dental coverage, hearing aid discounts, travel coverage, and a Silver Sneakers fitness membership.
To help keep you moving.
So don't wait.
Call or go online today to get your Medicare coverage.
Network Health.
You'll notice the difference.
Call 844-891-2992 or visit networkhealthnow.com to find the right Medicare plan for you.
Welcome back to The Better Half. The following segment is sponsored by Network Health. And joining us now is Kieran Phillips. She is a nurse care manager and here to talk about something a lot of the Packer wives have had to deal with, and that is prenatal care, taking care of mom before baby comes. Right. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, so why is prenatal care so important?
Prenatal care is important because it allows the mom and the provider to identify issues early enough to have an intervention done. You know, so if you don't get any prenatal care, you don't know if anything is wrong. But if you're going regularly, you can catch things earlier and prevent, you know, further issues down the road.
Right. So then what steps can, women take to make sure that their pregnancies are smooth and we're safe and healthy?
Usually we start with actually seeking prenatal care. So going to that
Find a doctor.
Going to your first OB appointment and talking about your medications, any medications you're on, because that can play a role in your prenatal care. Finding out what your risk factors are. You know, if you are high risk or if there are things that are going to come up. They do genetic screenings, that type of thing. And then the other thing is, staying away from alcohol, taking your prenatal vitamins, exercising, trying to keep a healthy weight, eat good.
Right.
Some of the things you think are common sense, but it's nice to have a doctor keeping tabs on it, right?
Seriously.
Exactly.
The exercise part is right. Well, it's hard when you feel icky.
Yes. And sometimes we talk to moms and we're like, okay, in the first trimester you're sick, but usually in the second trimester you get that second win and you feel a little better and you can walk and do some low impact exercise.
Absolutely.
So what qualifies as a high-risk pregnancy? What makes someone high risk?
Well, over the age of 35 is one of the risk factors. Having multiple gestations, so twins, triplets, quadruplets, and more. And more. Having high blood pressure or diabetes, having had that in another pregnancy too, can make you a high risk.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are just some of the things. And then other things are anomalies with the baby. So if they find something on a scan, you might have all of your risk factors are fine, but the baby, they find
Baby's
something
at
wrong
risk.
with the baby. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other advice for moms to be?
I just that get support.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Go to your prenatal visits, keep them, make it a priority to make sure you get there and see your doctor and keep your prenatal care up. And that's part of what I do is, are you going to the doctor? Are you going? Are you going
that
to the
support
doctor?
is a real thing because I have really tough pregnancies. I get super sick, and even to the point where prenatals make me sick. So I sometimes will shy away from prenatals. I know I need to take them, but I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to take them. So support is huge.
Yes, and that's part of what I do is talk to moms on a daily basis, and they tell me that. I go, well, can you talk to your doctor about a chewable vitamin, or maybe taking different things, or taking it at night, or taking it in the morning. I do help them get their breast pump, and find providers for them. If they need to go for consults and stuff like that.
So much.
It is a lot.
And as a first-time mom, there's a lot there.
It is.
It's very nice to have someone to say, hey, did you know?
And when you're going through it that first time, you're just soaking up all that knowledge, all that information. One thing that Kieran and I learned right before we were on to do this segment is that how many babies were born in the Packers?
14 in 2017. We had 14 babies born.
And that was the year you had yours.
Yes. Yep. Tommy was the tail end of that one.
And you were pregnant already.
You were pregnant on the next one.
Yep.
Wow. Well, great information. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
And coming up, we're heading back into the kitchen. So don't go anywhere. You're watching The Better Half. And we are back in the kitchen, but this time with Chef Heath Barbado. He's the executive chef at Lambeau Field. He's also the brand ambassador for Patrick Cudahy. Welcome to the show.
Well, great. Thanks for having me.
Chef, I always love when you're cooking because you know how to cook for a crowd.
And we do have a crowd at Lambeau for sure.
Yeah, so I mentioned that you're the brand ambassador now for Patrick Cudahy. And you have a stand over at Lambeau Field.
Yeah, we have the Pack House at 127, a lot of great Patrick Cudahy items. We have the ham sandwich that was a big success this year. We have the bacon pro-taters, a lot of new items this year. So
what is it called?
The bacon pro-tater. So
what
it's
is
basically
that?
a giant tater tot with bacon and cheese in it.
Oh, they're good.
Have you had them?
I have had them. They're really good.
You had me at tater.
Yep.
Sounds good. What, you're making a holiday recipe for us this time?
Yeah, just some stuff to entertain. Obviously, if you have people over, you're going to have some hors d'oeuvres or appetizers of some sort. So we have a smoked bacon, ham, and a little bit of jack cheese.
Okay.
It's in some puff pastry, so bacon ham bite is what we're calling it.
They look really great. You can just walk around with it. You don't have to. You don't need a fork or anything.
Yeah, it can be
it's
served
nice.
warm. You can make them bigger, smaller, what have you. So
Okay.
it's pretty versatile. You can add your own spin on it. But basically, you're going to start out with a kind of a warm pan. Get your diced bacon going.
And then it's going to smell good in your house too when you have people over.
Yeah,
cooking
everybody's
bacon.
going to appreciate the smell
Yes.
of bacon.
Yeah.
So, I mean, while you're letting your bacon crisp up a little bit there, you're just going to take your, it's a white onion, Spanish onion, whatever you want.
Okay.
This is a pretty easy recipe. So you're waiting for that fat to render a little bit off the bacon.
I'm
So that's-
dying here because it
So that's
smells
gonna,
so good.
yeah, it's going to be a great perfume the rest
I'm
of the
going
day
to
for
smell like bacon all day, and I'll be like the
That's a
Pied
good
Piper.
thing.
People will follow me.
you. Yeah. So I mean, we just need to give it a stir here and there.
You want me to do that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Or after it gets about halfway cooked, then that's when you add your onion. In the
Okay.
meantime, though, we have a little puff pastry dough. It's available in any grocery store. Kind of think croissant type dough, if you will, just layered pastry with butter and flour, pretty rich. So we got a pre-greased muffin tin here.
Cool.
So you're just gonna kind of
Oh, that's clever.
in there.
yeah, push them down in there. So you're kind of just creating a, and again, you can use any
Like a little
size.
crust.
Any size muffin tin.
So you can make them if you have a smaller muffin pan.
Yeah.
Then just make them smaller.
Yeah, make mini bites.
And make more of them.
You know, if you have a big family in for breakfast, you could add some scrambled eggs on the top, and you have a.
Ew, yeah.
That seems
We love
to.
breakfast.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think we're about ready for our onions here.
What's it like being the executive chef at Lambeau? I just can't even imagine the workload that must be.
Yeah, it's exciting though. It's a great place to work, great organization. So, it's a lot of fun.
And you come up with some really interesting items every year.
Yeah, no, for sure. And the stadium's beautiful this time of year. They already started doing all the decorating.
Oh
and
yes,
everything.
that's right.
But I have a little bit of the pre-made mix here. As you can see, you can actually make this
Okay,
ahead
so
of time if
this
you
will
want.
become this.
This will become this.
This,
eventually.
that. Okay.
As soon as the onions get a little brown, caramelized, we'll add the ham.
Okay.
But then you're just gonna add a little bit of pesto. You can make your own.
I love pesto. I didn't even know I liked it until I had it somewhere, and I was like, oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Was that recently?
It was in the last year.
Oh, so yeah.
Yeah.
You went your whole life without pesto.
For that moment.
We just give it a little shake. It's pesto. A lot of people get away from it with nut allergies and stuff nowadays. It tastes just as good without the pine nuts in it, if you ask me.
I agree. I've had it both. Yeah. They're just so good.
So just a little bit of this in there.
This is cool because you could always switch up your meats,
Yeah, no, for sure. It doesn't. This one just happens to have Black Forest ham and
Which is good. I love ham and bacon and
a little bit of
cheese,
sweet
so,
apple with
yeah.
smoked bacon. But yeah, you could honestly you could put
This is
smoked
perfect.
chicken in it, whatever you really like. Next, we just put a little bit of jack cheese, and again, that's why this recipe is pretty versatile. You could use jack, mozzarella, whatever. And the recipe is available at as well as many others at patrickcudahy.com.
Perfect.
So then you're pretty much just going to put it in a 350-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on your oven.
And then they come out looking like that.
Amazing.
Yes, and it doesn't take an executive chef. They'll come out. It's pretty easy to cook, pretty easy holiday recipe.
I love it. Can I try one?
Absolutely.
I have a try, ladies.
Yes.
All right. So,
Thank you.
what's your favorite thing on the menu over at Lambeau that you do?
My favorite thing on the this year, I mean, I think you got to be a homer and say cheese curds, but I know everything is great at all the stands. We the new pack house items are really exciting this year. We have the green bacon dog. It's a foot-long hot dog wrapped in bacon with a little bit of maple syrup and cayenne pepper, so a little sweet and spicy.
Goodness.
You know, you got the whole low-carb thing going there. The bacon ham the bacon ham sandwich was very popular. So it's a bunch of Black Forest bacon, Black Forest ham, cheddar beer sauce on a pretzel roll.
I've seen that one. Yeah, that
kind of
looks
a
really
heartier
good.
item as you're getting into these colder months,
Yeah.
going into the December games at Lambeau.
It's going to be great. I love it. And they're noon games, they're Sunday at Lambeau, and some good food to be had over there too. Thank you so much. Again, you can find this on the website?
Yes, PatrickCudahy.com.
Awesome. They're good, right?
They're good.
And I can so
really
imagine
go wrong
it
with
topped with
bacon.
scrambled eggs,
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
for a brunch
Yeah, absolutely.
item. Very good. Well, we'll be right back. You're watching The Better Half.
Cooking segments on The Better Half are brought to you by Patrick Cudahy. Since 1888. Better then, better now.
It's that time of year again.
Time to get your Medicare coverage.
We know a lot about Medicare.
We're Network Health.
Call or go online now to learn about our Medicare Advantage PPO plans. Plans start as low as $0 a month, including medical and drug coverage, with doctor visits as low as $10, $0 labs, and $0 generic drugs. Plus, you'll have access to a personal concierge customer service team.
We're here to help. We've been helping members for over 30 years.
Right here in Wisconsin.
You'll also get benefits like vision and dental coverage, hearing aid discounts, travel coverage, and a Silver Sneakers fitness membership.
To help keep you moving.
So don't wait.
Call or go online today to get your Medicare coverage.
Network Health.
You'll notice the difference.
Call 844-891-2992 or visit networkhealthnow.com to find the right Medicare plan for you.
I bet you wonder what you're gonna see today.
I bet you wonder who you get to be today.
Cause every time you go in, you start again.
Thank you for supporting our mission.
You always amaze me.
Real cheese people are ham and Swiss people. They're hot and cold, big and bold, but they would never make a sandwich with pasteurized processed cheese food. Sargento slices are 100% real natural cheese.
Sargento. We're real cheese people.
Well, that's it. I don't know what happened to my cocktail. It disappeared.
Rachel.
So much fun today, cooking and crafting and
That's fun.
whipping up some cocktails. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you the next time on The Better Half.